Yo, what's going on, guys? Krisis here. Sorry about the beard and the mustache. I look like a fucking naked mole rat, right? Anyway, a couple of days ago, I brought you Genji gameplay for Overwatch. We had the free beta for the weekend. I think 2 days before that. I think it started on Thursday. Yeah. Well, decided I was gonna play Tracer, and this article that I just found, it was kind of fucking hilarious. I had to record it. Now, if you guys aren't aware, Tracer had an older photo, kind of like this one, where, except instead of, you know, a flatter, less proportioned figure, it was more into detail, and, you know, her butt was rounded up. Let's just call it what it is. Her butt was fatter, and her waist was skinnier, and everything like that.
Tongue's kind of big.
It was showing this shit, and there was a comment about it where people found it disturbing, or they thought it portrayed her as just a sex symbol. So, you know, it really wasn't that serious. But anyways, that's what happened. And, you know, it's funny because, you know, the same fucking pose for what Tracer is used for now, that they wanted to take off this pose too, the current one. But Blizzard didn't think that, you know, it was necessary, so they didn't. So the current pose that Tracer has right now is also used by fucking Hanzo. So why not fucking Hanzo? Why? Look at Hanzo. Look at that. I'm offended. I'm fucking offended, man. He's got a bigger butt than me. I'm offended, Blizzard. You gotta take that down. You gotta change the photo. Change it all up. You know, while we're at it, why don't we fucking bring up the widowmaker? You know, what? You don't like her butt because she's purple? Come on, fucking racist bastards. Take that photo down too. You know, what the hell? But anyway, enough of that. There's this article, and it's funny that the statistics are showing that on Pornhub, the growth of searches, the percentage-wise growth of searches for Overwatch grew 817%. Check this out. The app that I'm using right now is called the App Gamer. You know, it just gives me articles that pop up on all these other gamer, like Game Informer and shit like that. Person who put this up is Venture Beast. They put it up on the 7th of May. Overwatch Pornhub searches jumped 817% during the shooter's open beta. All these fucking little kids jacking their fucking little wankers off during the beta. Come on, man, you're supposed to be learning how to play and showing the developers what they need to change. You know, finding out all the bugs in the beta, not fucking jacking off the Tracer. But let me read this article to you. People like Blizzard's new game so much that they are doing a lot of searches in an effort to see its characters naked. Whoa, man. Get a fucking girlfriend. You don't got girls, man? What get out. Don't fucking sit here in your little cubicle jacking off to fucking Tracer. On Thursday, searches for Overwatch on the adult video company Pornhub jumped 817% according to the website. Of course, Thursday was also the start of the Overwatch open beta on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, which gave a huge audience its first look at the class-based team shooter from the studio responsible for World of Warcraft. And after getting a taste of the excellent action in Overwatch, we've really enjoyed our time with it. Blah, 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 blah. Players went looking for the game's characters engaging in lewd behavior. Oh boy. This is ridiculous. Gaming is a $99.6 billion business, and you don't generate that kind of revenue without a little sex appeal. Overwatch is no different. Its characters are visually appealing on multiple levels, and clearly that is riling up a lot of fans. Yo, look at this fucking chart. You guys better not be jacking off to this video when you're watching it, though. Don't pause this video and look at the Tracer that I just put up. Don't be doing that shit. Keep it discreet. I don't want to know. Interestingly, in the case of Overwatch, people looking for adult content featuring the game's roster will actually find quite a lot. The game isn't even out, and yet some of the Steamiers, wait, the Steamiers? Some of the steamier parts of Tumblr are already overflowing with fan art and quick animations that strip Blizzard's characters of their clothing and occasionally has them bumping ultimates with each other. Most of the Overwatch related videos you'll find on Pornhub feature the character models from the game with some slight alterations to show more skin. Amateur animators then use this free source filmmaker tool from Dota 2 publisher Valve. You can get that shit on Steam if you guys don't know what that is. To make those characters thrust, gyrate, is that how you pronounce it? I don't fucking know. And quiver. The abundance of porn for Overwatch seems like it can only indicate a deep, primal response to the character design, and that likely bodes well for the shooter's launch later this month. If you've paid any attention to early fan culture for Overwatch, you've likely noticed that Tracer seems especially popular. Well, Pornhub's data confirms that. The company found that Overwatch Tracer is the most popular search term featuring Overwatch. Here's some more. Yo, I'm afraid to scroll down. I didn't scroll down all the way. Alright, no, we're good. Top searches containing Overwatch. Damn, Tracer blew them all out the water. So we got Cartoon Overwatch, Overwatch Futa, SFM Overwatch, Overwatch Hentai, and then it's Widowmaker. What the hell? Finally, Pornhub has also discovered that the thirst for Overwatch porn is a global phenomenon. Folks from Asia, Europe, and South America are all looking for porn related to the game. Again, Blizzard can likely take this as a sign that it's done something right by driving so many different kinds of people to want to see Widowmaker and Mercy acting wrong. Say what? I linked the article on my Twitter. If you guys want to see that, I'll link my Twitter right here. You'll see it. And I apologize for the gameplay that you see in the background. I too was also too busy looking at Tracer's butt.
Baby, you got better.
It's nice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's nice. Maybe I'm guilty of watching porn too. Just kidding. Don't tell my wife. You know who I blame for this though? This article should not be out. You know why? Because they should have just left Tracer the way she was. That way, all these fucking perverts could just jack off to the fucking actual gameplay instead of going on Pornhub and doing it. We wouldn't have all these. Well, we probably would. Never mind. We have like fucking. But by changing that old image, you've made it more popular. You should have just left it, man. Get your hand off that. Get it off. Thank you. As always, thanks for watching. This is Krisis. Peace.